College athletics have not been immune to Omicron's sweep through the Commonwealth.
They have not. This week alone, Virginia Tech, Hampton, and Norfolk State's men's and women's basketball teams have had games postponed because of COVID-19. Connor Reel caught up with Norfolk State's Larry Vickers during a strenuous week.
For head coach Larry Vickers and the Norfolk State women's basketball team, COVID tests are as common as jump shots.
We take PCRs, weekly, and then we take rapids all the time.
The Spartans recently had their first positive test of the year.
We're such a big group. We're together so much. So when you get the first positive, you're kind of like, oh, this is about to be bad.
Players who test positive go into quarantine.
They have to go into isolation, which they hate. It's a whole nother dorm. They're in there by themselves. We appreciate, the people working over there, but my players hate it. And then from there, we now have to all retake PCRs and rapids and the whole nine to figure out how we can continue to play.
Then comes the decision on upcoming games. Now, the Spartans have yet to cancel a game due to positives within their own program. Nonetheless, their next game has still been postponed after their opponent entered COVID protocols.
A game being canceled 2 years ago, you're like, well, how much is that team going to pay? Now games are canceled. You can go on the ESPN app and you see half of the games.
Now the players who tested positive can start working their way back.
Last year, right out the gate, a bunch of injuries. So, now we're doing a lot of talking about preventative maintenance when we're out for 10, 12 days.
And that's where the Spartans are now, in limbo as the team fills back in. Such is the life of a college athlete as 2022 nears.
That's the difficult part. You can't turn it off and on. So you try and keep them revved up at all times. So, hey, y'all, we're not a light switch.
In Norfolk, I'm Connor Reel.
As of now, Coach Vickers and his team will start MEAC conference play against Maryland Eastern Shore on January 8th.